All right, hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Fans Chats at Sports. Remember, I introduced my intro video earlier on my page. So here's my first guest, my boy Dre. Welcome to the show. I'm having my very first guest on my show here today. All right, guys. So I'm gonna be breaking down a little bit NBA Finals with you. You feel me? So I got a little feature that I'm gonna be having on my shows. One of my first features, which the roast of the day. I want, my roast of the day for me is definitely has been J.R. Smith. You know what I mean? Like, what the hell the guy was doing? Like, what, he was going to go roll up a blunt or something? Or, I don't know what he was going. He was really going to run into the stands. Like, I really don't know what he was doing. I want to know what you guys thinking about that also. So, Dre, give me your opinion about what really happened in that game one in the finals after, that.
The last 5 minutes was stupid. The referees can, they can just change plays whenever they feel like.
Yes.
They can overturn stuff now. That's hilarious. It's kind of like football.
Yeah, They made it look like football a lot this time.
Like instant replays and stuff like that. And then J.R. Smith, I don't know. He can say whatever he wants, but I don't think he knew what the score was. I think he thought.
You think he lied? You think he lied in front of the media?
He thought they won.
What'd you think about the coach throwing him under the bus after that? Like, he literally lied in front of the media, and then the coach just threw him straight under the bus. Like,
I don't know. I think Tyronn Lue's not really the coach of that team.
Yeah, I understand that. I kind of get that. A lot of people feel that way. A lot of people do feel that way, that LeBron has control.
Like, I understand why LeBron was pissed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He stared at him like, all right, you got the ball, score. 3 seconds, 4 seconds, was it like 3 seconds?
Yeah, it was like 4 seconds left, 4.3 seconds left on the clock. If I exactly remember that.
I don't know. I mean, he's a baller, so he'll probably get like 30 points in game 2, and they'll still lose. So we'll see what happens.
For me, definitely, I know a lot of people out there, they'll speculate about the game. There's a lot of hatred toward LeBron. A lot of people feel like, the game was straight because, it's the Warriors. And, I'm not really a big LeBron fan, but I respect what he's done, over in the game. So, and I kind of see, I give recognition to what athletes do. You know what I'm saying? This is what this show is all about. I'm a fan,
Yeah, but as far as athletes go, that was absolutely terrible.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
J.R. Smith, that was
right.
terrible.
Yeah, definitely. J.R. Smith, you're the roast of the day. All right, you're the roast of the day. All right. I also want to give a birthday shout out to my cousin Jose. Hope you tune in later on. Happy birthday, brother. 28 years old. 28 years strong, still kicking it. You already know, man. Hope to see you soon. All right. One other thing I'm going to talk about. We're going to give on the finals. My stud of the week, man, the 3-point killer, Steph Curry, man. That dude is no joke, bro. I don't know if you saw that play, but when he went and pulled up, passed by JR, pulled up that 3, it was over, baby. It was that shot, man, and I knew it were coming back, man. It was game one, but I knew it was coming back, man. A lot of people feel like, the Warriors have
How much were they down by? Were they down by like 20?
They were down by 11 at that. By the end of that quarter, the Cavs went up by 11 at the end of the second in the second quarter, and they started coming back at the end of the second quarter. And that guy on that team, that guy is a general. I don't give a fuck. I have a lot of respect for KD. I know he's their main scorer, but for me, the engines of that team, the top, Draymond Green and Steph Curry, man, those dudes and Klay Thompson, man, they gel so great together. They're all great, and I feel Klay Thompson could go somewhere else and be a superstar on his own. You know what I'm saying? Because he fits anywhere.
Yeah.
Right. And and they just make that work. They make that work so good. It's not like and it's better to actually see the greatest team than just one person. You know what I'm saying? It shows and for me, they show a symbol of unity. You feel me? We are superstars, but we can play together. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna let our arrogance or let's say their cockiness develop that. And I actually respect what the Warriors are doing. People might get tired of it, but I'm actually enjoying what I'm watching. You know what I'm saying? LeBron, I would be amazing for him to see that. If he pulls that shit off, actually beats that.
Well, he already did.
Well, he's already did.
Without Kevin Durant.
Without Kevin Durant, though, you know what I'm saying? He's beat him. But, you know, now this is like the ultimate testament to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's something that he has to top now. He beat the greatest team that had the greatest record, but now he has to beat the greatest team of all now. Like now they have, like, literally a scorer. Like a hard scorer. And Durant, for me, I got to give him, son, that dude is a killer, man.
It's kind of like the Celtics with Pierce, KG, and Ray Allen.
Yeah.
But imagine if they were all in their prime.
Remember, it was in 2011 that LeBron actually beat those dudes. Like, he spanked them. Like, he literally came. Like, when he went to Miami, he went and he was like, and he faced the big three. That he said, "Yo,
wait, he beat him in Cleveland."
No, I know he beat him in Cleveland, but he beat in 11 when they had when they were still strong kicking it. That they went those back-to-back finals with those 3 back-to-back with the Lakers. They won one, they won one, and they lost the 2 after. So remember that.
Yeah.
So if we go back to that, in 2000,
and they were already past their prime.
They were past their prime.
Yo, KG was nothing.
Yeah, but they still win 7 games though, and they had that veteran experience. You know what I'm saying?
But come on, every NBA playoff series goes 7 games.
No, of course. Now they've been
the last one that I can remember that didn't was Miami versus Dallas.
Definitely,
Dallas went up 2-0, and then Miami swept them.
Oh yeah, Miami won.
That was 6 games. Games. I'm sure there's more.
That happens, and they just got out of the rhythm.
I feel like every playoff is 7 games, except in the first round. In the first round, you got some blowouts.
All right, and then for my next one, I got my player of the day, which is LeBron James. You know, I know a lot of people have their perspectives of how they feel about him. You know, they might not like him. I was a huge LeBron fan before. But, there were things that me and his persona that I didn't like how it worked. And, and I just, I dreaded away from that. Remember, fans. So, but I got to give him his recognition the way, the guy, he came back against Indiana the first series with literally no help. He swept Toronto. They won 7 games, but he was the only one who beat the Celtics this year in playoffs in their house. So we gotta sometimes I feel like a lot of people are a little hard on him. I'm not saying that I feel bad for him. Like I feel like you get what you want. You know what I'm saying? He's the best for a reason.
You can tell he's pissed off.
And he's pissed
after that last.
No, of course. And definitely, I totally get he doesn't nobody's actually really doing it. But for me in that kind of sense, I felt like. This is where I felt like, that killer instinct that he slightly fucks up on. And I'm going to tell you this play. A lot of people are going to say something about this, but this is for real killer instinct players like Kobe and how Jordan was. Mm. You see how he went and did that pass to Grant Hill? It was a great pass.
Wait. Grant Hill?
Yeah, George Hill. Sorry, let me correct that. George Hill. When he went and passed he passed that ball to George Hill. Yeah, okay, cool. He was going to be the open man. He had the open layup, and that's why Klay Thompson fouled him. Yep. Definitely fine.
Okay.
But, knowing you, and any other fan out there will say it, if it would have been Kobe or Mike, they would have dissed him to try to get a shot off.
Yeah, they would have made a dribble step.
Yeah, and he was hot, and that's and he's
LeBron he always tries to give all of his momentum to his team
to
make them better.
Yeah, he makes
but he still scores 50 points.
No, it's so great. No, that's the thing. He makes his team better, and he scores 50 points. Now notice this year, he's been taking those shots more. Yeah. I've seen that he's taking the game to him. All right, this is my game. You know what I'm saying? And I respect that. He's taking the game to another level.
Steve Kerr even said LeBron is playing at another level this year.
Yeah, he's at another level. Because you know what it is? He's at that.
He's shooting 50% from anywhere.
Yeah, anywhere. Bro, he's
got Steph Curry's range, but he's a power forward.
And another thing, look, check this out. Check this out real quick.
And shoot.
Check this out. I put up a post the other day on my page, right? Steph Curry doesn't have 10 years yet in the NBA.
Yeah.
So, this guy's about to have his 3rd finals.
And his 2nd ring?
No, his 3rd ring. He already has 2. 15 and 17. He's about to have his 3rd ring. in less than a 10-year span of his career,
Mm-hmm.
which is better than Michael, better than LeBron. You know what I'm saying? You know, and
Yeah, but if
for
you think
me,
about it, Golden State, the way their team is built now, they're just gonna keep going to the finals.
but definitely, they're gonna keep going to
And
the
the only
finals.
thing that changes is where does LeBron go? Because it's like Golden State versus LeBron. That's what NBA is now.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
that like so, and then that's the other thing.
That's
Like,
crazy.
there's a lot of up and coming. Like for me, I think the party's over for LeBron in the East.
Yep.
I think this is the last year that LeBron's gonna have his little party.
I don't know about that.
No. I actually do. I think LeBron. I'm sorry to say, huh?
You going Lakers?
I think he might go to the Lakers, but
Houston.
I think he's gonna go out west, but there's gonna be some of the West that's gonna come. I actually feel Kawhi Leonard is about to go with the Boston Celtics.
Oh.
I think that they have the picks to pull it off. They have enough stars to pull that off to attract. They have enough stars to attract.
I don't know anything about Kawhi really, but I mean like
Kawhi was Finals MVP. He beat LeBron in the finals. Right?
Didn't he stop playing or something?
Yeah, those are issues.
Was he injured? Was he injured?
No, it wasn't. No, it was just issues that he has with the team. Personal issues. Yeah, it got to that level.
Out of the playoffs.
Yeah, from what I heard and what I had researched before, that it was just like something like a personal level, like no kind of respect that they have. So they decided they're just gonna part ways. So I think the team has them up for a trade.
Do you think that's like the same thing that happened to Malcolm Butler in the Super Bowl?
Yeah, kind of something like that. I think it's a fallout.
He was gonna leave?
Yeah. It's a fallout. It's a fallout. That it could be something exactly like that. Like it's definitely like a fallout between like. Because, they like, San Antonio never throws none of their players under the bus. And like Tony Parker was saying stuff. And Manu Ginobili was saying things, like, oh, when I had an injury, I played through injury. You know what I'm saying? So those are shots that they're taking at you. You know what I'm saying? So they kind of doubted his credibility. And so then, like, I felt like he got better. But he was like, fuck them. They don't believe in me. You know what I'm saying? They doubted his credibility as a person. So... And that's what I feel like. If LeBron, if Cleveland does pull this shit off and they doing, I see him staying in Cleveland and maybe attracting another player or two to him. Mm-hmm. Maybe like he could get Paul George to come over, or they could go ahead and just bounce and go to LA if they're gonna do something like that.
What team is Paul George on right now?
He's in the Thunder.
Oh yeah, he didn't play that great this year.
He played great in it, but the thing is, this is another thing I'm gonna talk about. A lot of people, like, now what I notice about this year, Russell Westbrook is amazing, guys. For all you Westbrook fans out there,
dude, Westbrook is nasty.
I love him. He is nasty. He is one of my favorites. Like,
he's also
the dude, like, I posted him up. He's a monster, triple-double machine, but the guy has to learn how to have chemistry with other people. And so he figures that and have other respect for what the other person, how we're gonna react together. He's not gonna win a title.
He plays point guard, right?
No, yeah, he's a point guard, but
he's not.
He's not, and I feel like he should just become a shooting guard.
He should watch.
I feel like
Derrick Rose.
Okay, if he wants
to Derrick Rose like in his prime. You know what I'm saying?
Like
nasty Derrick
and he's
Rose
gonna burn. Yeah, he was amazing. Derrick Rose, and look what happened to him. He burnt himself out. You know what I'm saying? And I have I have mad love for Westbrook. That guy keeps it real with the media.
High-flying point guard.
Like, he will be somebody that will definitely want to interview one day. Yeah, Steve Francis, all of those guys.
Who else? It was like high-flying point guards.
Steve Francis was super high-flying.
Derrick Rose.
Kyrie, he be flying too all the time, bro. He just don't dunk, but he be getting up that. He's the best. Kyrie Irving is the best two-hand finisher in the NBA, bro. He's for me the best two-hand finisher. Nobody can finish the ball better than that guy.
It's not a lot.
Like a lot of guys, and then that guy's dribble. Like, people be talking about that Curry and he got the handles, but Kyrie got the handle, bro. That
so
dude.
Does Russell Wilson.
Russell who?
I mean, Russell Wilson.
Westbrook? You mean Russell Westbrook? All right, yeah, definitely, but...
Dude, he dribble.
Yeah.
He's so strong and so fast.
No, he's strong and fast. Yeah.
If he was on like a Mike D'Antoni's San Antonio Spurs team, or not Spurs, Phoenix Suns. Yeah. Remember with Steve Nash, where they just ran the ball all the time? They almost made it to the finals. Yeah. Like if he was on that team, where he could just run a fast break team all day long.
Like you see... Like you see, they were talking about. You see, the Thunder were talking about to put him on the trading block because they just did that big deal with him last year.
He should be traded for
I
sure.
think they're trying.
You think him and LeBron could team up?
I actually do think that him and LeBron could team up, and I feel like they could pull something off. Like if
I feel like he's
LeBron-
always gonna stay in Oklahoma.
Yeah, like and then that's what I'm saying. Like, and then what I feel like is about to come up. Like, if you notice in sports, it always happens. Like like, now you're gonna notice like the big city teams.
Yep.
They're gonna start competing in like literally like every sport now. Like you're gonna start seeing like now, if you notice, the next upcoming teams for the next decade that's coming up right now, the decade that we're starting that's gonna come up after 2020. The teams that we're gonna see actually in the finals are gonna be Lakers and Celtics. We're gonna see the Knicks probably get back into something, and like Chicago do some like those big inner cities, those big major cities. They're gonna start competing into sports because like what I noticed studying sports, like it comes like there's like a decade that the major cities have, and then like there's a decade like it just random people, just random different city like low budget cities win.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what I noticed. Like you see, Golden State came up out of nowhere, man. Who was Golden State 10 years ago? Tell me. Nobody was talking about Golden State 10 years
ago. They had Baron Davis. They had Jason Richardson.
Steven Jackson.
Steven Jackson.
Yep.
Who else?
They had a couple of good players, but they weren't making like they were great.
Al Harrison.
Yeah, they had
Al
good.
Harrington. Yeah, they had like an okay squad.
They had an okay. They were like one of those mediocre
But then
squads.
they drafted Steph Curry. They were like super quiet for 1 year.
Yeah.
And then he turned into like the greatest shooter on the planet.
Yeah, he started shooting and shooting.
He got a little money,
and then they
he
started.
just had the
And
crazy
they brought in Clay. They brought in Draymond. They drafted Draymond. Good family. Yeah, man.
Everything.
Like the guys.
His family's awesome.
And that's what it is. Like Golden State.
Del Curry.
They'll die out.
Nasty,
Like you see Golden State, they're gonna go like at least 3-4 more years.
Is
but
his,
they're gonna die
is his
out.
brother in the NBA?
Yeah, his Zeph is actually with the Dallas Mavericks. Zeph Curry. That's his name. Yeah, but going back to that, like I feel like that's how it's gonna turn out. Cause look at the Celtics. Look, yo, bro, these guys almost dead ass left LeBron in his crib.
It's true.
They almost left LeBron,
and
they didn't have Kyrie Irving or Gordon Hayward there.
They have Gordon Hayward all year,
Not
so
for
who
nothing.
knows how
me
will be.
myself, and I'll tell you this straight up to your face. I know you're a huge LeBron fan. Kyrie would have been in Boston. LeBron would have lost. I'm sorry to say, LeBron would have lost. LeBron would have lost the finals.
Yeah, probably.
LeBron,
Definitely against Kyrie and the Celtics.
He would have lost.
The Celtics almost beat him without him.
Exactly. Kyrie, Kyrie's a scorer also. Like he can point guard and make the team better. He can pass the ball, and he knows how LeBron goes.
You know they play against each other
and Morris, he was doing a pretty good job on him those first couple of. Marcus Morris did a good job on him, and Al Horford too. You feel me? Mm-hmm. But Tristan Thompson, they put Tristan Thompson on Al Horford. Al Horford is a monster, man.
He's a sleeper.
My man, he's a sleeper.